Been doing this for a long time, and we all know how competitive these games get.
This is like our biggest games of the season.
This marks the 33rd Duckworth Challenge featuring Winnipeg's hottest hoops rivalry. I'm Joey Slattery, and this is your Duckworth Challenge men's basketball preview.
Like, I've known Sean, I've known Don, played provincials with Don when we were kids. Like, we've all know each other. So this is like, even just from that standpoint, we're just like us, it's just pride.
The Prairie Division leading Winnipeg Wesmen will be on familiar enemy territory when they take the court at the Investors Group Athletics Center tonight, taking on a Manitoba Bisons team hot on their heels for that top spot.
Both teams are, super competitive, and we're jockeying for standings and playoff positioning and all of those things. When a little more on the line makes it a little more emotional, a little more exciting for sure.
Sometimes you get swept up in the emotion of the situation a little bit sometimes though, and maybe don't play smart. And I think there's always a balance, especially with younger players, and college guys are all younger players, is playing with that emotional intensity, but at the same time playing smart and disciplined.
Leading each of these teams are two of the country's premier point guards, who will be going head-to-head in a Duckworth Challenge for the final time. While fifth-year Westman captain Sean Moranin has struggled with injuries throughout this season, he's only a year removed from leading all of U Sports in assists per game. While his counterpart, Mason Krause, recently became the Bison's all-time leader in career steals in his fourth year with the program.
You get to show your game in front of more people, more eyes get to see you play, and you just to show I want to show him better than Sean. I know Sean wants to show he's better than me, and it's just it's like that. It's just a matchup. It's just fun.
Mason is a tough player to play against, and so anytime I get the chance to play against him, it's a good test for me, and he makes me better a lot. So it's just a fun week.
But it isn't just bragging rights on the line. Winnipeg holds a one-game lead on Calgary and Manitoba in the Prairie Division standings, so this weekend could have major impacts on the playoffs. Plus, each team feels they have something to prove. For Manitoba, it's proving they belong in the national top 10 with an 11-3 record, which includes road wins against both Calgary and Winnipeg.
Tong for three again. That's another one. Huge three.
The U Sports top 10 is pretty meaningless. It doesn't, it's not a great formula they use to determine it. But at the same time, we get to see the votes of other coaches, and there's coaches that are in the top 10 that we've beaten that don't rank us still, and it's interesting. So selectively use those motivators, I guess. Yeah.
For Winnipeg, it's redeeming that loss to Manitoba just before the winter break on home court.
That definitely gives us some more fuel to the fire. Obviously, they punched us in the mouth in our court, in our home gym, and we kind of want to do the same.
Every time you play somebody of that caliber, you learn a little bit about them, but you also learn a lot about yourself. We think some of the success we've had in the second semester has been drawing upon some of the things that happened in that game.
Tip-off for the men's game is 8 p.m. with the rematch going Saturday at the University of Winnipeg, starting at 7. I'm Joey Slattery.